name is Anna. Today we're here with David from Santor Snakes.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Good. I'm so happy to meet with you guys and help you learn something about some snakes. I know that you guys have done some stuff with snakes before. I know you've held a milk snake. I saw that in one of your episodes. And we are going to do a snake program with them today. We're going to talk about snake hides and habitats. We're going to talk about snake sheds and how snakes eat. We're going to, we're going to do all kinds of fun stuff, and hopefully you girls learn something new about snakes and have a lot of fun.
There's no kids here.
Yeah, all right, here we go. A little more finicky than girls. So the girls grow a little faster, a little bigger, and they're just better eaters. So this is Daisy. She is a 5-year-old ball python.
I like the pattern.
She's got a very cool pattern. This is a normal pattern for a ball python, but ball pythons come in about 200 different patterns. And it's really cool. They are the most common pet snake, and it is for that reason that there are so many different color patterns. People breed them in to have more. Bring over a shed to kind of show you an example. So this shed is not from Daisy, but here is a complete shed from our biggest snake, Cuddles. So as you can see, there's a little bit of the pattern into the shed. Pretty cool, right? So some of that color variation stays, but some of it doesn't come through. There are some venomous snakes like gaboons. The gaboon vipers, actually, their snake skins keep a lot of the pattern and color. It's really kind of cool.
And it's like when people hold them with their arm, it's like they squeeze your arm.
They do squeeze. It's not always because they're hungry. It's just they don't have arms or hands or fingers, so they use their muscles and squeeze to hold on to things. So you're kind of like a tree branch right now.
He's kind of hungry.
Yeah. Is what is called a humidity hut. And we keep a humidity hut in each of their cages when they're about ready to shed. But this one, baby girl, loves her humidity hut so much, we just leave it in there all the time for her. It's just not always damp and humid in there.
Wait, Lia, wait.
Okay.
Lia, wait.
Look right there. That is actually snake poop. Ooh, gross. So it's dried and white, but when it's fresh, it's not all white. But there are always white pieces.
It kind of looks like an egg.
And then this is some moss, but it's all dried out right now, so it's not humid or wet in there for her.
What is her name?
This one is Baby Girl, and that one is Daisy.
Daisy? Lia, what's her name?
Daisy.
No.
No, baby girl.
This one's Baby Girl. We called her Baby Girl because we got her when she was a year old, and she had been sick when she was an infant. And so she'll never get as big as a female ball python should get.
Do you ever put your snakes together?
This is the only time that they come together, is for our little programs and things that we do. They have to be housed separate because of the type of snake that they are. If you guys ever are interested in getting snakes, then one of your primary things.
His head is so slimy.
You think it's slimy?
I want a king snake.
Ooh, we have one of those to show you. King snakes are good. They have a strong appetite.
Easy, Lia.
So she's curling up and hiding her
She's
head
scared, Lia.
just because she's a little uneasy.
She's a little scared,
You know,
Lia.
she's
You
in
gotta
a
go
new
soft.
place with new
There you go,
people.
soft.
But ball pythons kind of curl up into balls. That's why they're called ball pythons. Snakes are not aggressive.
They have to have dots like on their pads.
Well, how do you think that would be beneficial? Do you think that would be a good thing if they were trying to hunt or maybe hide?
You should talk, Lia.
so obviously snakes have to find food, and they can't go to the grocery store and get rats. So they have to kind of hide and wait for a rat or a mouse to come by.
Easy, Leah.
Even eat other snakes, like king snakes. That's why they're called king snakes, because they eat other snakes. So a king cobra will eat another snake. A Mexican black king snake, which is what we have, she will eat other snakes. She will eat anything you put in front of her.
Wow.
Hey, Leah, be careful.
Are completely harmless. But pythons typically have 2 tiny little claws. Right there, right by my thumbnail. There's one on each side of their cloaca, which is their reproductive and waist opening.
That's so cool.
Really cool. Just one residual tiny little claw on each side. I am not that good.
In this cage because I don't want to.
Put her away now. But yeah, the belly scales are really soft. Super cool.
Super shiny.
Maybe she's gonna have to
Alright.
Beautiful.
Alright. So this is Cuddles. So Cuddles is a boa constrictor. Yeah, she's a good cuddler.
She's kind of soft.
She's pretty soft. Too heavy? So she weighs just over 5 pounds. She just shed about a week ago. And she won't shed for another couple of months.
She's beautiful.
Thank you.
read it, but
She might top out at about 9 feet. I think she's about 5.5 feet right now.
She's going all around you.
All the way around.
She wants to cuddle you.
What is she doing here?
That's funny. And then don't let her fall.
So she eats 1 extra large rat a month.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
Yeah, so
She's cheap to feed.
she's cheap to
Watch
feed.
it easy.
The rat is about $15,
Okay.
but that's for a whole month.
Yeah.
There's of course other expenses with heating and substrate. You've got to change out basically their bedding and everything.
But simple stuff.
Simple stuff. She's a big snake and she obviously needs a big enclosure. That was an expense, but and
See the
honestly,
difference right there?
when she's full grown, she'll probably
She's so pretty.
need an even larger enclosure.
Oh, you're right. They all love this centipede.
They do.
She's so pretty. Oh my
Come
goodness.
up on the
Oh,
chair.
she didn't like that. Hi.
It's a girl.
But have you seen her tongue yet?
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't know his tongue was black. I thought his tongue was red.
Yeah, some of them are even almost blue or a little purple or something. It's kind of cool. Some snakes have bright red tongues. So this one we've got to be very careful with. Not because she's biting,
Because she's fast.
because she's super fast. And guys, of course, this is Miss Ladybug. She's super skinny, super little, and she's just so fast.
Somebody trying to pick her up.
She does. She gets scared easy when anybody, even Carter and I, pick her up. And you guys shouldn't have to worry about her pooping on you because she already pooped on me before you got here.
I got pooped
But
on.
that is sometimes just called musking. I'm going to hold on to her also.
He has to hold it, okay, Leah? Because she's too
look.
fast.
I got pooped on 2 times.
Oh! You got it!
Oh,
I got some too. Oh, she saved some for us. Oh my goodness. Well, that's fun, right? Snake poop is arguably the smelliest type of poop there is. It is just so bad. You guys are very lucky we don't have smell-o-vision for you. But that is one of their defense mechanisms. So if they're nervous about something larger than them
You
trying
can't
to
hold
eat
it by yourself, Leah.
They poop.
they poop and it smells so bad. She is a
No, you can't bring over there, Leah.
pale milk snake. So I think the
Soft, Leah.
one that you guys had was a slightly different type of milk snake.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a little more like a brighter orangish red.
Yeah.
Maybe in there, but yeah, milk snakes are really, really cool. They don't get super big like boa constrictors or anything.
What kind of breed is she?
This is a Kenyan sand boa.
Mom, come look at the snake.
Oh, wait.
So, in my opinion, it has like, very similar colorings to a Gila monster.
Look, watch.
Leah, wait.
Leah, stop.
Hang on just 1 second,
Look
sweetie.
at that.
Give it a second, Leah, wait.
Alright, so because she's a sand boa, she lives underground most of the time. She's got a hard little piece on the end of her nose, and she will push down in between your fingers. And it's not sharp, but it
Leah, be careful.
will poke.
Leah, careful.
Like,
Soft, Leah,
yeah,
soft.
so it's like a hard tip on her nose. So it may feel like she's scratching you or something, but she's not.
She feels nice.
What I think is really cool about her is up here in the front, she's much smoother than she is toward her tail.
Wait, Leah.
She's much more rough and
Leah.
textured.
Yeah.
Hold her
Okay,
with
Leah.
2 hands. 2 hands.
What
Leah.
is her name again?
This is Sweetie, and she is a sand boa from Kenya, Africa.
Oh, wow. Cuddles, and then the other one was Daisy, and then this Ladybug.
You know, Ladybug, Daisy, Sweetie, Baby Girl.
Baby girl.
I forgot that one.
All the girls have very cutesy names.
You like this snake, Leah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, he's going in. He's going in your shirt.
looks like a hole in the sand to me.
A snake went in my shirt from here.
Oh, I can see her all the way up, almost to your elbow.
You should have got a snake instead of a dog. They're so calm, look.
You know, and even the smallest one, Ladybug, she only eats once every 5 days. So
Really?
you can go out of town for a few days and not have to worry about anything. It's pretty nice.
She's right
Do we
there.
need to get her out of there, Leah?
Be careful.
Let him
Leah, let him do it. I don't
take
want you to pull on her.
All right. It's like a magic trick.
Can I?
Oh my goodness.
Well, it looks like you get to take this one home with you. She just keeps going. All right, I think it might be easier to come in the other side, Dad.
What you doing in there, little guy? That's not your home.
How does he feel?
It feels hard, and it's like has like pretty patterns, and it's kind of like a dirt color, like the light dirt color. See? And on his nose, on her nose, I meant, it's kind of like hard, and her eyes are like orange and black, as you can see.
It is a baby mouse. It is what's called a fuzzy. It is not alive. So it's a baby mouse that just got its hair on its body and everything. Because if you touch it, then you're not going to be able to touch any other snakes, because then you're going to smell like a mouse.
Yeah.
And then they're going to try to eat your finger.
I've never
Look at me, Leah. Look at Daddy. Wave. Take it out if you want to.
So there's Cuddles off of her. So when they're extended out like that, they can't strike. They have to be curved back and then strike out. So like right there, she's like that, then she could strike out to there. But if her neck is already stretched out, she can't strike. But she's nice enough and calm enough you could literally wear her around your neck. Thank you.
Leah, one apart.
My gosh.
So we're gonna have to kind of tickle her on this end. Yeah. And see if we can get her to come out of one side. But she is probably the sweetest snake we have.
Ooh.
Take Lisa. Oh my God.
She's probably not gonna want to come out of here.
This one's still just being relaxed. Just had a rattlesnake.
I've never owned one, and I never will.
Yeah, me neither.
So yeah, I have no desire to breed snakes, no desire to get into the venomous game.
Slowly,
You know, there are a lot of people that do, and as long as they've got respect for the animals, everything, I'm good with that. But that just
Yes, don't pull.
worries me too much.
Yeah, don't pull.
Would I love to get a beautiful little viper of some kind? That would be kind of cool. But in my opinion, you might as well just get a picture of a viper and hang it on the wall.
It's long.
You know, because you shouldn't really be
So long.
messing with that one too much anyway.
Could I hold this one again?
We will do that as soon as we're done with Miss Princess here.
Okay. I like her patterns. It's like a light gray and
Tub
You're gonna
or something like
fall.
that. No.
This snake is gonna fall.
Oh, she's gonna hold on tight. She's gonna be just fine.
Oh.
So yeah, I wouldn't want them like
Is
you know,
she
touching each other and
fast?
getting super
Is
close.
She fast?
Yeah.
She's not super fast. She can be fast when she wants to be, but she's.
Oh, can we put her on the floor?
You want to put her down on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we've got.
make it like this.
All right, guys. So we need to
Don't touch Leo, okay?
do face first
Yeah, move back.
because it's best for them to eat face first. It's
No touching, Leo, okay? Keep your hands to yourself.
So cute.
Hey. I'm surprised she hasn't turned around yet. Ooh. All right, come on. One more shot. Come on. Right here. Oh, you missed. There you go.
I want to see it go down his throat because my uncle, he used to have a snake. It was big, and they used to feed it mice.
What if I will save it?
You can't save it,
And
Leo.
save
A lizard.
lizard. If I save what it eat a lizard.
He has a big mouth. She has a big mouth.
Yep. So it doesn't take them too long to eat,
Move back, Leo.
and that is because if it did take them a long time, then other predators could come by and attack them while they were eating. So they can't, take down something too big, but they can usually eat something that's as big around as the center part of their body.
Does so when they're done eating it, does it go all the way to the tail?
So obviously we have her face here.
Yeah.
And we've got her
Yeah.
jaw, and she can not unhinge it
don't
like
touch
some people. We're not gonna be able to touch her anymore.
Don't touch, okay?
But she can't unhinge her jaw, but she has extra tendons and extra joints in her jaw, so where she
Look,
can
she's
open
biting
it
her
really
nose.
big, and then it's gonna come all the way down her throat to
Move
her
back, Leo.
stomach, and then you've got intestines and
It's
gallbladder,
like anaconda.
and then right there is her cloaca, where she'll poop out the waste. So snakes typically
Crazy.
poop and pee at the
Dog
same
down
time, as you saw with Ladybug when she pooped and peed
Yeah,
on
no
us. It all
touching.
comes out kind of together.
Move back. No touching.
And there's, the darker brown feces. There's the white parts, which are like dehydrated urine, and then obviously the liquid is just your urine.
It's
But-
like she never ate anything.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
It's gone.
You can't. I think it's right about there.
Wow.
But there's very little to see at this point. Yeah. So that's a good sized mouse. Could she eat something larger? Yes, a little bit, but
She'll be content.
she has bit me twice.
No way.
The first time,
You wouldn't think.
100% my fault. I couldn't find her in her enclosure, and I was looking, and I went, "Oh, there you are!" And I wiggled my finger in front of her, and she went just bit the end of my finger.
She didn't mean to.
She was just scared.
How bad does it hurt?
That one didn't hurt at all. It was over with before I even knew it. Didn't even break the skin. And then just a couple weeks ago, I was playing with her, and she was running around my head and over my ears and on my glasses. And then she was like, "Ooh, an ear," and she just chomped down. And I was like, I think she's biting me, but I didn't know. I thought maybe she was just kind of squeezing or something. So I went in the mirror and looked, and she was just chomped down on my ear. It wouldn't let go.
Did it hurt?
Not really, not really.
Yeah, he couldn't even.
How do you get them to let go?
Well, that's a good point. So I didn't want to just yank her off because I might hurt her spine or break her tiny little teeth. So I did. But one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that when you see a snake skin or a shed, that is not how long the snake is. You know, most people think that that snake is either that size or the snake is bigger. But actually, the snake is smaller because as that comes off, it stretches out.
Can I touch the skin?
You can mess with it. Yeah. Absolutely. They're not as fragile as you would think, but they do pull apart pretty easy.
It's kind of feels like paper.
It is. It feels a lot like a really thin paper.
Oh, it kind of feels like that gift thing.
The gift wrapping? Yeah, gift.
Nice.
Like for the tissue paper. Yes. We're like the gift stuff. And what I think is really cool when the snake shed comes off in one piece, that means it's a good shed. And it comes off inside out. So it's basically like peeling off your sock. If you were to do that, then it would be inside out when you took it off, and that's what the snake is.